Welcome back. It is another dividend update video. This one's for the April, so going to go through all my dividends, add them all up, show how much we earned this month. I'll go through just a few bits, see where we are with like the monthly totals for the year and how much I've earned so far, and any milestones and stuff we've hit and stuff. So yeah, if you do find that interesting, drop it a like. Don't forget to subscribe so you stay up to date with when I drop videos. At the moment, my portfolio is at all-time highs, so just over 17,000 invested into my stocks ISA, and I think about 9,000 in my invest account. But when we jump into that, I'll double check. But so let's get into it. So 2nd of April. Vanguard FTSE All World High Dividend ETF, 21.9 shares, £7.61. And then Tom, I can't remember what the company's called. I should know that really because I'm invested in it. But I saw someone put it, and I just thought I'd chuck in some money because they were paying a high dividend. And I know that's not always the best idea, but it's been doing all right for me so far. So obviously these dividends, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with them, whether I'll put it back into this company or I might just add it to one of my others. I just use it, it's just money at the end of the day. But anyway, 40 shares of that for 18.57. Barclays, 220.9 shares of that for £12.15. And then AGNC in this account, 12 shares in this one for 96 pence. I think this agency, I'm not going to actually put any of my own money into it. I'm just going to, every time I get dividends paid into my invest account, I'm going to transfer them to my ISA and then buy the shares in my ISA, because then I don't pay any tax when I get, because you've only got, I think it's £500 a year now dividend allowance before you start paying tax, whereas if you got it in an ISA you don't pay any tax. So, and it'd be interesting just to see, because obviously I think last month I had 10 shares, so just my dividend brought me 2 shares. So yeah, so it'd be interesting just to keep this as like I haven't put any money into this in this account, it's all just dividend money. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see by the end of the year what this is at. And then Global X Nasdaq 100 covered call ETF. I've been buying a bit more of this. I'm now up to 53 shares for £6.64. And the S&P 500 covered call, I've just got 1 share for 12 pence. 15th of April, Realty Income. Actually sold out of this. I know some of you might be surprised by that, but because I'm in the UK, I've started thinking I'm better off putting more money into UK companies just because of the withholding tax. And it hasn't really been doing, it's been pretty flat for a while. And I was just like, I can just use this money. I think I had about £1,000 in it. I was 15 shares this month. I think last month I was at 20 something because I did sell a bit of it, and then I was like, I might as well get rid of the rest. So I just sold out, and so this will be the last payment from them. But 15 shares I had at the time, £2.60. The 17th of April, Rio Tinto, 12.5 shares, £22.09. And Diageo on the 24th, 60 shares, £18.31. Diageo's been down for a while. If we go into I'll show you. Yeah, so I've got 62 shares now. I'm down £300, 20%. My average price is £26. It's currently 20 quid at the moment, so I'm hoping it. I mean, it's just had a bad year really. It's just all red. Oh, last month 2%. But yeah, it's been a bit. But I just keep adding the dividend really. I haven't added too much. I don't think I've added too much myself. Oh, I did buy a share at the end of the month, but that might have been, that was from the dividend actually. Yeah, I had £18 dividend, so I just bumped it up to a whole share. But most of the time, like I think this 190 and 90, I think this is when I transferred to my ISA. So yeah, not brought a lot of it, just really the dividend. If we jump over to the invest account. So 2nd of April, 10 shares of Nvidia, 7 pence. AGNC 196 shares, £15.64. Another couple of shares of the Nasdaq ETF, 25 pence, and that was it for that account. Yeah, so at the moment, just above 9,000. Not doing great in this account. I'll just quickly show you. Yeah, pretty pretty red across the board, really. But again, this account was this is what I started with when I first sort of got into investing. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. Sort of still don't really know what the hell I'm doing. But obviously, this one I'm down 24%. But because it pays such high dividends, or I've earned a lot of dividends, I'm probably even, really. And I think it's pretty. It's just up and down, but it's a regular dividend. So I just keep adding. I haven't brought any myself for ages. It's all dividend money that's been going into this. But again, a lot of these, I don't know if anyone else is invested into Neo, but my God, it's a it's a stressful. I mean, I started when it was down here. I think like $5-6, and it shot all the way up to 60, and I was holding it when it was 60. And I was like, oh, it just keep going up. I was like, look, it's gone up. It'll stay up, and then it's just slowly come down and down and down. But I've managed to get my average down. I mean, average price now is £7. I think at one point it was like nearer sort of 15. So I do keep adding a little bit, and sometimes I think, oh, is it worth it? Do I want to keep adding to it? But it's long term. I'm not going to sell it because what is the point? I'm down £2,000. I'm not selling it because every time I sell, it goes up, and every time I buy, it goes down. So I'm like, I'll just stay in it and see what happens. And I do buy a little bit every now and then. Like if I've got some spare money, I might just chuck a bit just to try and get it a bit nearer. Sort of, that'd be nice to get that a bit nearer £6. But the trouble is, it takes so much money now to try and get it down. Like I haven't really got the spare money to do it. So anyway, I'll be interested if anyone else has got Neo, and what they're thinking of doing, whether they're gonna stick with it or sell out of it. I think I'm just gonna stick with it and just see what happens in 5 years' time or so. I mean, at the end of the day, it's £2,000. I'll probably earn that in dividends in about 5 years anyway. So I know it's sort of a stupid way of looking at it, but I just think I haven't lost anything until I sell it, and I'm not selling it for a £2,000 loss. It's like I had some Palantir. I do have some Palantir in my other account actually, but I had 29 shares, and it was a bit like Neo. It had gone up to sort of 20, and then it dropped all the way back down to 10. And I was like, and as soon as I got back in the green, I think it was about $23. I sold it, and now it's like 115. I think I sold out, and I sold it for like 500 quid, and now it'd be worth 2.5. So this is why I'm not selling Neo, because if I sold it today, tomorrow it'd go 100 quid, and I'd be like, ugh. So yeah, and then but yeah, a lot of these like BioNano, I don't know if anyone else has got it. Probably no one has ever heard of this, but they went nuts, and I was like, oh my God, that was good, and blah blah blah, and then it dropped back down. But I don't know, you never know, in a few years it might be worth, it might go up a bit more. I think my average price is like 20 something, yeah, 25. So but anyway, let's just jump back over to what we were actually talking about, the dividends. So for April, £121.56. So again, over £100 for the month, which I'm pretty pleased with. Really, I think, if someone had told me sort of 4 or 5 years ago that I'd be earning £100 from dividends, I would have said, "What's a dividend?" Because I didn't know anything about it. So yeah, I just find it really. I love coming into this little spreadsheet and adding these little numbers in and watching it all add up and waiting for this number here to go green. But yeah, 44.5% up on last April. And so far this year, £489. My hourly rate now is 21 pence an hour. I think last video it was 16. So it goes up like 5p, 5p every month. So it's like getting a little pay rise. So average per week now is £9 a week. So nearly at £10 so far this year. I think average is still about 126-ish pounds a month average. Yeah, these are so. Yeah, so you can just see this going up every time. So yeah, it's all good stuff really. Everything's going in the right direction. See all my quarterly, always just everything just going, always going up. What else was I going to show? Oh yeah, just go to this little my dividend tracker app. So yeah, it's saying here £114 for this month, but we got 120, so that's good. Next month, that's so May should be £127. These are the ones that are paying out. Another one from PBR. Again, I think the dividends that I'm getting from PBR now, I'm going to do the same thing that I'm doing with AGNC, where because most of my PBR holding is in my invest account, every time I get a dividend, I'm going to transfer it and put it into my ISA. And again, I'm not going to really add any more money into that account. That would just be dividend money that goes into that. So it's all free money, buying more shares, getting more dividends. So again, that'd be interesting at the end of the year, see how many shares of that I've managed to get. So yeah. But yeah, like I say, I hope you do find these videos interesting. And if you haven't watched my previous two, then I mean, if you want to watch them, I don't know how interesting they are. I'm hoping I'm doing okay. I'm a bit rambly, but I'm sort of doing it in one take because I'm not editing and I'm not sure how to do it. So I'm just sitting there, just chatting away, probably repeating myself, probably not making much sense, but I hope you find it interesting. If you do, just drop me a like and drop a comment. Be interested to know how much you got this month and what you're aiming for, and where you're heading with your journey and stuff. So, like I say, it's quite interesting because I haven't got a huge amount of money invested. Probably about, what is it, 25,000, I suppose. And you see some people on YouTube got like hundreds of thousands of pounds, and they're getting like every time they get a dividend, it's 400 quid, and you're like, Jesus. But one day. Yeah, it's been a bit funny this month, isn't it? Since the orange, is he an idiot? I don't know if he's an idiot, but the maniac in America started tanking everything. But it's come back. Like it has rebounded. I mean, I don't think anyone pays much attention to him, to be honest. It's just annoying. But yeah, I mean here that's the I was pretty 6,500, and then it dropped all the way down to 15,200, and I was like, oh. So, but it's gone back. I'm higher than I've ever been now. So that's the thing. It's like, you know, it's always. I just keep saying to myself, it's always going to go up. It'll just keep hitting highs. It just keep going, in the right direction. So, I mean, last year up 670. So nearly 5%. And yeah, my £10 a day challenge thing still going. Down a bit at the moment because that's Trump's fault. But I think today is down a little bit. Always does these nasty little dips and really very dramatic, like fall off a cliff. But it's steadily been going up this week and the past month. Really, this is where it sort of flatlined and then started to recover a bit. So I think at the moment I'm getting towards 100 shares. I think 90 shares now. So won't be long. Couple of months, and I'll be 100 shares, which should be quite good, really. That'll be a nice little milestone to get to. But yeah, anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, thanks for watching.